What's up, nerds? Back at it again. I feel like I need to slow these down. Or actually, I'm creating a good amount of content, but I need to schedule it out. I've been just rapid firing. Bah, 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 bah. Trying to get to 50 subscribers on my YouTube. And the reason I say that is that's when I could go live. Now, am I going to go live? I have no idea. I wanted to maybe do the girl's hair or something while I'm doing a live thing, and if anyone watches, they can chat with me or us. So I have no idea what I even want to do, but that's my goal right now. I'm at 47 subscribers. All I need is 3 more. I'm just trying to get there. And then I also heard from something that the first 100 subscribers on YouTube is always the most challenging. So that's like my second goal. So my first goal is 50, second goal is 100, and then we'll see where that takes us. But I've been having all this time off, so I've just been making these videos. And it's been super easy. It's been fun. I enjoy it. I'm always thinking about what I want to talk about because that's literally all I've been doing is what I'm talking about or what's going on in my life. Almost as if it's a podcast, but I'm just throwing it in my YouTubes. It's so easy to get like these clips that I put out there. Maybe this will be one. But yeah, I enjoy it. With that being said, I'm going to dive right in though. For starters, I recently purchased one of those vanity mirrors for my room, specifically for my wife. And it's a LED one. Got it for stupid cheap. TikTok is selling stupid cheap things. So I said, why not? Got this from it too, J. Cole. Been going crazy with it. Got my microphone right here from it. I got my LED light. It's just coming in clutch. I have a feeling that all my information is being stolen though. But I feel like if you just have TikTok in general or some of these apps out there, it's being stolen anyways. Which is not a good mindset to be in. To say like, oh, I'm already selling my data, my personal data essentially, so why not just keep buying shit? So not a good mindset, but that's exactly where I'm at. I also bought this tripod that like follows you, and that one is sketchy. That was a sketchy one. It's like a good piece of equipment, but as it has on the tripod a little QR code, and immediately when I scanned it, because you have to have an app to follow you, like you can't just open up your camera and the tripod will follow you. Like you have to have a camera app or whatever. And as soon as I opened it up or scanned it, it was all in Chinese. And I was like, so I debated for a long time to even download it. I'm not even going to go into it, but yeah, I don't even use it, obviously. I was going to do like a cooking thing. I wanted to be able to cook and talk. And so I wanted something to be able to pan and follow me and yada, yada, yada. But just ended up not following through with it. Still might. The TikTok shop, though, goes hard. I got toothbrushes from it, a bunch of shit. Bunch of stuff. But the reason I was saying that I'm supposed to be getting my vanity mirror thing for my wife is because I heard a mailman knock on my door, and I was like, ooh, it's here. And my wife went to the store for a little bit, so I was gonna set it up, surprise her, but I saw this little ass package and had my name on it, and I was just like, I swear if I got played and it's one of those little handheld mirrors or something, I was going to be pissed. Because maybe you've seen it, because it reminds me of, I saw this post once, and it was someone had ordered from Amazon or something this chair, and they got it for stupid cheap, and then it came in the mail, and it was like a little Barbie doll house chair, and they were like, boy, I got played. And so I thought I was going to play too, but it was my Sundae. It's called Sundae. If you any homeowners or people that work in lawn care or something, it's just a fertilizer, a liquid fertilizer. And I fucked it up. Man, I fucked it up. Because if you have it, then you probably understand where I'm coming from. But if you don't have it and you're not even familiar with it, it's a subscription. So it's a subscription-based like products. It's like spanned out in 3 different not quarters. That was dumb. Let's rewind for a second. It's based off of 3 different like times. So the first one is the liquid fertilizer, and I don't know what's coming in this box right now. And then the third one's like another liquid that is supposed to help your lawn stay alive throughout the dead season when it's cold and winter, yada yada yada. Anyways, so on the website, you're supposed to put in like your square footage. I'm just saying a bunch of dumb shit. You're supposed to put in your square footage of like your lawn. It's an estimate. And so I got one bag, and I was just like, you know what? It's probably from the front and the back. Front and the back. And I was going throughout the backyard, and I was like, there's no way I'm going to be able to water my grass and fertilize it with this and the front yard. There's no way this whole bag is going to make it. So I went out to the front, started doing it, and I was doing it like quicker, and it eventually ran out. And I was just like, there was definitely not enough fertilizer in this motherfucker. So I'm deciding now that I'm just going to do the front yard. The front yard is what I'm going to focus on this season. Try to get it nice and right. At least get it back to green, because the backyard's a little ratchet right now. It's full of the weeds. Not that good weed. I don't smoke, by the way. Can't. Not allowed. But if you do, good for you. I'm happy for you. Maybe it'll be illegal for all of us. But speaking back to the backyard, I just came out with a video, a little short video, asking if anyone has like a backyard cat. Because I got a backyard cat, which I didn't even know existed. I can see her little ass right now. She's just staring at me. She's back, and she's in the backyard. I didn't know it existed. Every outdoor cat that I know or have had has been a little wanderer. They wander the streets. They do their thing. They get in their fights. They got their posses. Sometimes they have that little GoPro on. Some people have their GoPros on their cats, and you can watch their videos of them just exploring throughout their day. It's pretty dope. I like those videos. They're all chirping. It's cute. But my cat is a backyard cat. She just sits her little ass out there in the back. And when I first got her, I was just like, oh, it's because she's old. She's an old cat. She just wants to chill out back. And then I talked to my wife, because my wife, it's her cat. And this little motherfucker's not even old. It's a young cat. She's just lazy as hell. She doesn't even want to jump the fence. I don't even think she knows how to jump. At one time, she was out back. She was in the corner. And another cat was back there. And she was pissed, but she was a big old puss. And I had to save her. And I was like, you know what? I'm glad you're a backyard cat, because If you were wandering these streets, you'd get tore up, man. And San Antonio, there's so many stray dogs out here. So many stray dogs. Some of them are cute. Makes you want to take them home, but I'm sure they got bugs. But San Antonio is just full of these stray animals, and I know her little ass would get whooped. She would not make it. I'm from Colorado, and I used to see, like, deer roadkill. Here in Texas, I see dogs, which is wild. I don't see no deers. I see dogs, hogs. I saw an armadillo the other day. Turkey. I don't know. Yeah. Who else has a backyard cat? It's weird. The other day, I was going on a walk. Well, before I went on my walk, I had a door salesman come to my door. And I like peeked through the window because my door doesn't have a little peephole, which is super inconvenient. So I have to be very sneaky when I'm looking out the front window so that they don't notice that I'm there. I just barely move it so I can see them, and I'm just looking at them like this. And I saw his little iPad, and I was like, I ain't opening the door for this dude. He's trying to sell me some shit. I ain't with it. And so I went on my walk. And on my walk, halfway through, I see him. And I'm not a terrible person. So I see him. I'm walking by the house that he's at. I hear him get denied by this lady. And me being a decent person, you know, in my neighborhood, I was like, hey, what's up, man? How you doing? And he was like, good. You know anyone that's wanting pest control? And I was like, oh, God. I was like, no, I don't. And he just kept following me. He went on a walk with me. I'm sure you know how fun that is. To go on a walk with a door salesman for a few blocks. Just talking about pests. And I made up some lie because I do have pest control, but I told him I was in a contract, and which is super weak. When I say it out loud, that's so weak. I should have just been a man and been like, I don't want your damn pest control. Take your pest control somewhere else. It ain't welcome here. Get out of this neighborhood, dude. No, I'm not like that. But I should have just been more straightforward, and I was just like, nah, I'm in a contract. But it reminded me, because I had to wish him good luck. I was just like, dude, I respect you, brother. Kinda. But you're in a shitty gig. I wouldn't want to be doing that. I did door-to-door sales for 5 days, and I thought I was in hell. And if you are a homeowner too, or if you live in a home, I hope you live in a home. I'm sure you're familiar with Kirby. I was one of those guys for 4 days, 5 days, whatever it was. And even my Facebook neighborhood page will put in the message or the page, Kirby's here. Lock your doors, Kirby's here. They're out. Load up your guns. Kirby's here. And now I understand. I understand why people didn't answer the door for me. The first few days that I was part of Kirby, I thought I was going to be so rich. I swear it's a pyramid scheme. I don't know what it is. It has to be a pyramid scheme. But the first few days, I was just like, I'm going to get rich, dude. I'm going to sell these fucking vacuums for $3,000. I'm going to be driving a fucking Jeep Rubicon. I'm buy my own house. I'm gonna have it. I'm gonna have it good. I'm gonna live a good life. And they trained us. Me and my best friend, we did it. And so I probably did it more than 5 days, maybe 2 weeks, because the first few days we had to train, and we went to this super vacant building, and like they told us that they just bought the place, and so that's why it wasn't set up. Looking back on it, I think it was just because they weren't making money and they're a bunch of hustlers, schemers. But they set out these, like, those 10 folding chairs in a circle, like we were in a AA meeting. And we just sat there, all dressed up. I had on my button up, my slacks. And I was just like, I'm feeling fresh. I didn't even know what we were doing. We got there because I found it on Craigslist, the job posting, and I didn't know what to expect. Now, and if you go into any place that's hosting a job interview or whatever, and they don't even ask you interview questions, you're automatically just hired, and they're just wanting to know if you're going to commit or not. You should probably just run. That should be your cue to run. Do not stay there. It is not a good sign. Because there was probably about 10 of us, and we all had the job. It was no interview. This was training day. This was boot camp. Get your shit ready. We're rocking. And so they're telling us all this stuff. First day, like, oh, you're going to make so much money. We just got a new building. We make so much money all the time. Like, you guys are going to be living good. And come back tomorrow for your first day. And at this point, me and my buddy still don't know what the hell is happening. We're just pumped up. We just graduated high school. We're like, this is it. We're gonna make it. We can prove our parents that we ain't pieces of shit. And so we show up second day. Boom. And actually, let me take a step back, because we had convinced our other best friend to come with us. We're like, dude, this is it, bro. We found it. Like, come with us. And I guess he's just smarter than us, but he pulled up second day. Second day, we find out we're selling vacuums. When I heard about it, I was just like, oh my God, I knew it was too good to be true. But I stuck with it. I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna hear it out. You know, I got trained up on it. Me and my two best friends got trained up on it. We learned the pitch, yada, yada, yada. After that day, that buddy we tagged along was just like, I'm not doing this. This is a fucking scheme. And we were like, dude, come on, quit being a pussy. Do you want to make money or not? If you don't want to make money, then you're a pussy. And he just bailed. So we're like, all right, well, we're going to get this bread and you're not. And I think it was the third day or whatever it was, we were going to go out. It was going to be our first time going out on the road, selling these motherfuckers door to door. And before we started, I guess they did this daily thing, like daily roll call, I don't know, pump yourself up, powwow. And they had all these vets, you know? They've been around. They know their shit. They know how to sell some vacuums. And we were all sitting down on our 10 chairs, whatever. And they're like saying, oh shit, Jackie over here sold 2 vacuums yesterday. Her name's going to get put in this little bucket. And so they had all these names in the bucket. And then they pulled the name. Oh shit, Jackie just won a damn TV. And I'm over here like, holy shit, we could win TV and make money? And then there was a new console or something. I think the PlayStation 4 had just came out. Some Billy Bob won a fucking PlayStation 4. And I'm like, oh shit, this is legit. And someone won like a $500 check. I don't know what it was. I don't know if this was all true or fake. It was all a show. I don't know. But anyways, so they're like, all right, team, that should pump you up. Get your asses out there right now. You got fucking work to do. And we got in these ratchet ass caravans. Not even. It was a minivan. And I remember there was 2 gold ones. And the paint was chipping. And I was thinking, what? And they told us that we can make extra money if we drove our own vehicle. And I was like, hell no, I'm not doing that. And so we got in these minivans, loaded up these giant ass vacuums, and we went on our way. And we just to find out that we had about a 2-hour drive. So we were not staying anywhere near where we lived, not in our city. We drove out of town just in case, some homeowner didn't fuck with us and they wanted to follow us. At least we were far away. We weren't in the same town. They weren't going to find us. So yeah, we go out there. And I was just like, this is cheeks. I remember being in the car driving halfway through, and I was like, this is cheeks. Like, this is going to suck. And I think it's honestly just a mindset thing. If, you have a better mindset, like, it probably could have been decent. I don't know. But it was all just fishy. It was scammy. And, yeah, I'm going down a giant rabbit hole of just Kirby because I fucking hate it. But yeah, we did it. My buddy, I guess, ended up knocking on some dude's door, and he was like threatening to get out his shotgun or something, and ended up pulling like his shotgun out, and was just like, "Get the fuck off my lawn," and it was just so wild. And a lot of these homes, you might have it yourself, will say like no soliciting, and we were taught like a pitch. So that we didn't come off as solicitors. Like, oh no, we're just offering a complimentary carpet cleaning in any one of your rooms. It's up to you. Oh, boy. It was wild. I'll tell one more story about it. Maybe 2. But, because I know it's a lot. And it's dumb anyways. I had ended up knocking on this lady's house. I think it was the second day. The second day that I was out on the road, I should say. But I knocked on her house. She was just like, oh shit, it's a cleaning day for me. Like, yeah, you can come on in and you can clean my carpet. And I was like, great, fantastic. So I'm cleaning her carpet. And the whole time, like, she, according to our pitch, she's supposed to be like in the room watching me technically, like see all these features and all this other cool shit that Kirby offers. And she's just in another room just cleaning. And so I'm cleaning this lady's house. Or I'm cleaning her carpet. And I'm thinking like, this sucks. Why am I doing this? And so I'm like reconsidering my whole life and everything. Like, oh fuck, I gotta go back to working at American Eagle. And I ended up telling like the lady, I think, because I can barely remember it now, but I was just like, hey, I'm here to like sell you a vacuum, and I understand if you don't want it. Like, and she was like, oh no, it's a cool vacuum. And I was like, yeah, it is. And she was like, well, how much is it? And I was like, I think at the time we were selling it for like, it was either $2,300 or $3,300, which was insane. But yeah, she was like, oh my God. And I was like, yeah, but you can finance it if you want. She was like, absolutely not. And I was like, yeah, I don't blame you. And she, okay, because now I'm starting to remember all this shit, but we had a box. So the vacuum obviously came in a box, and we had to put the Kirby vacuum bag like into the little slot. You know how like if you're opening a box, like it folds up and shit. So where that little opening was before you open up the flap, we put the bag in it. And on that bag, it was covering a side of the box. And on the side of the box, it was telling you, it told the customer what the MSRP or whatever it is. You know how for a car or whatever it is. I don't know if I'm using the right acronym. But yeah, it sold like what the suggested retail price was on the side of the box, which was like $1,000, which is still a lot of money, but still, not no 23 or $3,300, whatever we were trying to upsell it for. And so I took the thing off. I took the bag off. And I was like, look, this is how much it's worth. We suck. We're just trying to make some money here, honey. And she was like, oh my God. And so I called in because we had to call in like our supervisor. And I was just like, hey, I finished the shampoo cleaning and, I'm ready for you to come get me. Because, so they were like the closers. We just had to like prep it all up and they closed it. And so they came in, they like tried to close it, and she was just like, no, I'm not interested. And they left. So my supervisor was like, all right, just offer an extra cleaning really quick and then say that we'll do it for this price. And so I did an extra cleaning thing for her, and I was just like, hey, they're going to try to bump it down to this price for you right here. Like, if you want it, you can have it. I was like, they will go to this amount right here if you want it. And she was like, I don't want it. And I was like, I don't blame you. And so, yeah, they just kept coming back in and out. It was just a giant thing. It was so fucking annoying. I went down a giant rabbit hole with that. But anyways, so yeah, I ended up leaving the house with no cell. But on the positive note, it was summertime. It was fucking hot. And I got inside an AC house. So, and she gave me water. I consider that a win. And we were working 12-hour days because I think by law or something they were telling us we couldn't knock on doors past 9 o'clock p.m. And so we were out there till 9 p.m., hours away from our town. So we weren't getting home till late. And anyway, so my buddy ended up quitting. He was just like, we were sitting at some apartment complex on his last day, and he was sitting on the stairs, and we were just both chatting, and he was like, I'm not fucking doing this. And I was like, dude, come on, we got to finish it out for the week. I think it was like a Wednesday or something. I don't know what it was. I was like, let's just finish out the week, come on. And he was just like, no, fuck this. So the next day, I show up by myself. Thankfully, this time, it was like a pretty rainy day, yada, yada, yada. And so the weather was bad, and they were like, all right, we're going to stay in town. And I'm just walking the streets. I'm not even knocking on fucking doors. I'm just walking the street. Actually, I walked up to some door, and I just talked to someone, which is probably super weird. I just knocked on the door, and I was like, hey, how you doing? And they're like, good. I was like, okay. I hope you have a good day. I was just tired of saying the damn pitch. I was done with it. And I was at an apartment complex, and I knocked on someone's door, and like I pitched him, and I almost got inside, and like he was just like, yeah, like we'll do a complimentary cleaning. And he was like, wait, are you Kirby? Are you with Kirby? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, oh, fuck no. Like, get out of here. And at that point, I was just like, okay, we're obviously giant pieces of shit. And they know it. These people know it. That we suck. And so I had told my like manager on duty for the day. I don't even know what he was. I was like, hey, I'm going home. And I hung up the phone and I started walking. And I called my buddies. And I was just like, hey, come pick me up at this church. Like, I need you guys. And I'm being drenched in rain. It's just coming down. And I got inside that car and I just started crying to my buddies. And I came off as a giant puss. And they still laugh about it to this day. They're like, you were so sad. And I was like, yeah, I was. I was getting rained on and I was getting fucking told to get the fuck out of their house. And so from that point on, when I was applying for jobs, anything that was door to door, I said, fuck no, I am done. I always found myself getting in some sort of job opportunity, pyramid scheme that was too good to be true. I love shortcuts, and I get myself into them sometimes, and I just need to take a step back and be patient. That was a giant spiel on just random shit. That was all just talking about a door-to-door guy that I got caught up with. And you guys just went down a rabbit hole of Kirby. So, sorry. All right, I'm going to say one more thing, and I'll leave it at that, because this is a long video as it is. But yesterday, I made a video with my kiddos. I'm sure, I put it on my channel, so maybe you've seen it. It's the makeup makeover thing that I did with them. I had originally did this the day prior, and the girls were so good. They were so nice. They were sweethearts to me. They were doing my pretend makeup and, just being extra girly and just having a blast with it. And then I looked at it that night, and the whole time it was like this. It was just showing me right here. I was laying down in the bed, and you couldn't see shit. And I was just like, you fucking idiot. And so I was pissed. I was like, God dang, I wasted such a good opportunity and video because I didn't check to see if I was in the frame. So I did it again yesterday. And they sucked. And one of my kiddos just kept hitting me in the head. Slapping me. Stay down. Keep your ass down. And I was like, hey, you weren't treating me like this yesterday. I was your customer yesterday. I wasn't your bitch. Kids, man. They're wild. But if you have kiddos, if you're a girl dad, I highly suggest it, especially if you got young kiddos. Let them do a fake makeup makeover thing. It's relaxing if they're not mean like they were yesterday. And I finesse them. I say, why don't we do a makeup? You guys can do my makeup and a foot massage. And they'll rub my feet. One of them will rub my feet and the other one will pretend to do my makeup. And they'll take turns. So it's like I'm getting a little spa day from untrained professionals that are a little rough. Because they were using, if a woman is listening to this, or a man, I don't know. If you use a mascara brush for your eyelashes, I think that's right. The mascara to curl your eyes and paint it. I don't know what the hell it is. That shit's hard. It's spiky. And they were putting it on my eyelid. Ripping my shit. And I swear yesterday, last night, I felt it I was... You ever get a cut and it itches later? And you just feel it and it kind of just has a faint ache, itchiness to it. I don't know. But that's what I felt on my damn eyelashes. And then they were using it as a lipstick. So they were putting it on my lips and they comb my hair with it. And then one of them was just open your mouth. And I was like, why? They were like, we got to brush your teeth. And so they started brushing my teeth with this mascara brush. And the next thing you know, I look over. And that same mascara brush, they're brushing their teeth with it. And they're like, I'm like, wait, what's going on here, buddies? And my daughters, they speak this fake pig Latin thing. I don't even know what it is. They're just asabo asoba asa. And I'm like, what'd you say? And they're like, asaba soba sa. And I'm like, what the hell are you saying to me right now? Did you just call me what I think you did? Asa soba sa. And I'm just flabbergasted. I'm in awe. It's the stereotypical when you go to to get a pedicure or something. And like the Asian lady is speaking the Korean, Chinese, I don't know what language. I'm not trying to be offensive. But they're speaking their language and they're just talking shit, and you know they're talking shit. That's how I felt about my daughters, speaking gibberish to each other. Asabu suba sa. Asabu suba. And I was just like, hold up. Are you talking shit? Because you just used a mascara brush on my teeth. I should be the one talking shit. I should report you to the Department of Health Code, whatever it is. Asabu suba sa. You feel me? I don't know. I'm going to leave it at that because I just talked to you guys for a long time. If you liked it, if it was too much, let me know it was too much. If you liked it, thank you. I hope you have a blessed day. Please like, follow, comment, subscribe. Help me get to that 50 subs, then to the 100. Let's keep climbing this mountain. Let's work it. Let's go. All right. I'm going to leave it at that. I got to turn on my thing. Peace.